right, Loy Machedo Sweeney from LoyMachedo.com, and who's Loy Machedo. Today's date is 1st September 2016. Time right now is 5 in the evening. Starbucks coffee. Anyway, today I got a question, and the question is from a girl. The question is, Loy, what do you want in a woman? Aha! Finally, yes, you asked me the question and you're going to get the answer. What I want in a woman is boobs. Real big boobs and a lovely ass and lovely legs and a body. And she should be wearing a leather outfit with cream and, gooey stuff, and we're licking each other and, stuff like porn. I'm sure you must have thought that would be my answer. Unfortunately, this is what people think when they see me. They think this is what I want. They think I'm looking at some voluptuous girl or sexy hot girl who wants to do all these crazy stuff with me. But the funny thing is, through all the relationships I've had, none of these girls have been like this. In fact, I've even had girls, I really had a model. I'm not joking. She's from the Russia, this region. She came and she even, just stripped, completely zipped. And she had an amazing tattoo on her body, and she was wearing just this lingerie, and she was pissed drunk. I didn't touch her at all. I really didn't. I just made sure that she went to sleep. Morning, I made sure that I dropped her home. So she was surprised as well. So the thing is, people think this is what I want, but the reality is far from it. So I'm going to share with you a very honest, very sincere video of 16 things that I want in a woman and 16 things that I hate in a woman. And for this girl, well, since you were so curious about knowing this, I'll be sincere and honest with you as well. Okay? So what is it that I want in a woman? The first thing you need to understand, when I see a woman, it's obviously first is sight, okay, visual. So the first thing that I definitely look for in a woman is she should be attractive to my eyes, at least to mine, okay, if nobody else. One of the key factors that I look for in a girl is she should be slim. She should have a beautiful petite face. And most of the time I prefer girls from the East. I kind of like that, like Philippines, Thai, Korean, Vietnamese. I kind of like that. I feel they are much more attractive to my eyes, at least. I like the little bit of light brown skin or slightly white, they're kind of petite and small, So they're kind of attractive to my eyes, at least. So I'm not saying this is definitely, but first is definitely attractive to my eyes. That's the first thing that I like. The second thing is, yes, okay, I saw the girl and there she is. The second thing is grace, elegance, and simplicity. I think when a guy approaches a girl, the girl can, like in Dubai or in India, they can go like this and all like that. And, yeah, excuse me, I don't want to talk to you. And then, it just goes down the drain. But when girls act with elegance, simplicity, and grace, there's something that makes you want to talk to them even more. So the second point is grace, elegance, and simplicity. The third one is the point that starts everything, that is communication. Point number 3 is communication. So when you talk to them, they either can be good listeners and the way they talk to you. So, the communication that follows between each other. Point number 4 is the most important part of the equation, that is chemistry. So when chemistry comes in, that is do we get along? Like when we talk, is that feeling, that magic spark, point number 4. So, chemistry is very, very important for me. Point number 5, I think, which kind of cements the deal, is intelligence, where the girl is intelligent enough to articulate your thoughts, when she's able to share her thoughts and feelings, and both of you are able to share information and exchange ideas. I think that is where bonding takes place. Point number 6, common goals. I think this is also an important part for me because, let's say, for example, let's say my goals are, which they really are, is to have a family, is to get married, is to have children, is to, have a business, a simple life. But if the girl says, oh, my goal is to be the next model or to travel around the world and live rich and all that stuff, then, it fizzles off. But if we have common goals, I think the bonding takes place even more. Point number 7 is, this one really gets me. It's is being loving and caring. There's something about a woman who really is loving and caring, is very sweet. I think that really gets to me, and I think that is also really magical. Point number 8 is trust. If there was one thing that formed a large part of the foundation, it would be trust. If I can't trust you, I mean, then what's the point? Then how can we get along, So trust is very important. Point number 9, which is even more important, is respect. I've been in relationships where the girl has called you, fuck you, you dog, you bastard, you this, you that. Even just as a joke, I don't know. I can't do that. Okay, as a joke, I say, stop being a bitch, just lightly, but it's not like a recurring thing. I even know some of them who uses profanity as a lifestyle. Yes, I might use it with friends or just as showbiz, but when you're talking to your mate, you need to respect each other. So that is pretty important for me. Point number 9. Point number 10, I think, is something that goes deeper. It's reading in between the lines, is the connection, the understanding. Let's say, for example, I'm having a bad day and I'm not saying anything. There are some of them who just can't read in between the lines. That he's having a bad day, leave him alone. No, what happened, baby? Tell me what happened. No, I have to know what happened. Blah, 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 blah. That messes up everything, So someone who can read in between the lines and knows when you're upset, when you're not in a mood to talk, when you need space, I think that makes me more closer to them. Point number 11, yes, it's very hard. Like my ex-wife used to say, patience is a virtue. You catch it if you can. It's seldom in a woman, but never in a man. So if women had patience and they could just relax and not jump the gun, I think that would make them far more attractive. For me, if a woman's patient, I think that's a gift by itself. Point number 12, connection, the friendship. The friendship is very important, and if there's no friendship, I don't think there's anything else. You should be friends, always be friends, where you can talk to each other about anything, and you should be able to, digest information. Sometimes it's kind of hard, but, it eventually gets there. Point number 13, physical intimacy and sexual satisfaction. Look, I'm not a hardcore sex guy, okay? In my 20s, I used to be. But today it's more like a 5-minute thing, maybe 10 minutes, maybe half an hour max. For me, sex is just keeping each other happy every morning. You do it once, you finish it off. Okay, you can get a little frisky here and there. But that's about it, I'm not a sexually very hyper guy, man. There are some of them who really go hardcore 24/7. Yeah, but, for me, there are many other things that turn me on. And sex is not just being cuddly and sweet and all that is nice. Sex is okay, not that much, but it should be there, because that is what makes a guy and girl closer together. That sexual intimacy and physical intimacy, that should be there. Point number 14, I think men and women have their own separate roles, and cooking and cleaning, keeping the house in order, I think that's something that only a woman can do beautifully. I don't think there's any man who can do it as well as a woman. I'm not saying that their place is in the kitchen. I would love to help a woman in cooking, cleaning, and doing household chores. I do it myself. So if that is there, I think that's very powerful. That's very powerful, and I really respect a woman who does that. And if anytime a woman would ask me, sweetheart, can you help me with cooking or cleaning? I'd definitely help. Point number 15, I think, is a very important point, is there are times when you need space. You need space to do work. You need space to do your own shit. You need space to just recuperate and recover. I really admire a woman who can give you space, at least for me, and I think that's a gift. So if a woman can give me space to do my own shit, then I get more attracted to her. And last, if not the least, point number 16 is being a business partner. For me, I would love to have a business partner. I would love to have someone who, she and me share common goals. We can have common values. We have common ambitions, drives, and desires, and we can do something together. I think that would be the nail on the head. It would be perfect. So the 16 points, which I put down below, I'll also be putting in the description, is number 1, attractive to my eyes. Second one, grace, elegance, and simplicity. Point number 3 is communication. Point number 4, chemistry, to get along. Point number 5, intelligence. Point number 6, common goals. Point number 7, loving and caring. Point number 8, trust. Point number 9, respect. Point number 10, read in between the lines, the connection and understanding. Point number 11, patience. Point number 12, connection, being friends. Point number 13, physical intimacy and sexual satisfaction. Point number 14, being a woman, the cooking, the cleaning, the housekeeping, helping each other. Point number 15 is space. And point number 16 is a business partner. Now, having said that, there are things which I hate, absolutely hate, and I can't tolerate. And if a woman has any of these, I can't take it. I can't take it. Just go away. Just stay away from me. So what are those 16 things that I hate in a woman? The first one, if she's fat or she's ugly, or if she has facial hair, or I can't take it. I can't take it. Someone who's fat, I'm sorry. I know you might want to shame me. You might want to say things. And I know you'll say that, oh, you're not slim yourself. But sorry, this is my preference. I've always dated girls who are at least attractive to my eyes and are not fat. I can't take fat. I can't take ugly. That's number one. Second one is unhygienic. Oh, I don't know how to stress this. If a girl's body part smells, from her underarms to her vagina to any part of her body smells, it's the end of it. I don't want a woman. You would be surprised how many women stink. And I can't take the whiff of it. I have a very sensitive nose. So if you stink or if you smell, please go away from my life. I need you to smell. For me, a woman has to smell beautiful. Okay, it's very important for me because I make sure I smell as nice as possible. Okay, even if I go outside, I know I have a lot of sweat. I go have a shower. I have to smell nice. Woman has to smell nice. Okay, so unhygienic is a no, big no. For me, my first and second wife, both were yuck. Yuck. I'll tell you that. Point number 3, irritating. Oh my goodness. The number of girlfriends that I've had who have been irritating is not, I don't know. It just seems to be a trait. So many women have irritation. They just don't know when to shut the fuck up, when to leave you fucking alone, when to just bugger off, Irritation is something I cannot stand at any cost, okay? Point number 4, being bad in bed. And yes, there are some women who are really pathetic, absolutely bad. Seriously, I mean, they need to go through a sexual course where they can study how it is to even give a blowjob, how is it to even keep a guy happy. They just don't know. Some of them, would you believe when they give a blowjob, they use their teeth? It's like, oh man, what are you doing? And then there are some of them who, when they kiss, it's like they kiss you with their teeth. It's like I've even had like my lip cut because she kissed with like that's the way she kissed. That's crazy, So you need to know how to be good in bed. Okay, if you're good in bed, okay, yeah, that's a bonus. Number 5, parties, clubs, and pubs. I'm sorry, but I'm old-fashioned. I don't go for parties. I don't go to clubs. I don't go to pubs. Okay, I just don't do that. I don't do that at all. Okay, that's not me. That's never me. I can't do that. So you want to go to clubs, pubs, and all that. Fine, there's a little bit of noise. Once in 5 years is okay, but I don't have time for that kind of shit. Number 6, friends, relatives, and family people. Now, I know this is sensitive. I know there are some relatives who like to come home and be fine. If there are people, your friends and family's fine. They want to come, you do your thing. Leave me alone. Leave me out of it. But if they come every single week, if they come every single day, that is a nuisance. I can't stand that. I just cannot bear it. I cannot bear it. I can't take it. I can't tolerate it. And that drives me to the wall. Okay. So friends, family, relatives, you handle them. Leave me alone. Leave me out of it. Point number 7 is being noisy. There's a certain element that comes in being silent, in having silence in the house. I like silence. Music you want to play, put your earphones, do your own thing. Okay, you want to listen to something educational, I understand. Maybe I'd like to hear it. But noise, no. Silence. I prefer silence. Yes, when it comes to the baby, fine, that's a different thing. But otherwise, no, silence. Point number 8, nosy. Some of these women who I've dated, they come, they keep looking at the screen, they keep checking things out, they keep wanting to check what are you doing, who are you talking to. If you have so many mental retarded issues of trust, I think you need to find someone who has everything that he chats on a big ass screen so that everyone can see. I hate that. I can't take that. Okay, nosy is a no-no. Point number 9, smoking, drinking, or doing drugs. There have been women, really hot women, who have sent me their photographs, with bottles in their mouth and smoking. And in as much as that looks cool and nice and all that, I'm sorry, smoking, drinking, and doing drugs ain't my thing. It's not there at all. Point number 10, being a control freak. There are some of them who really drive me nuts. It's like, what are you doing? Keep it there, do this, sit there. that drives you nuts. I like to be in my creative zone. Leave me the fuck alone. You want to be a control freak? Go do it with somebody else, not with me. I hate that. Point number 11. Oh, drama. There are some of them who always have to cry, always have to boo-hoo-hoo and make a drama and make a fight. I know so many of them have had that. So for me, anyone who does drama, crying, boo-hoo, all that stuff is, leave me alone. Absolutely. Point number 12, nagging. I don't think I need to speak more about this, but nagging is something you wouldn't want. Trust me, you wouldn't want it. Nagging is no-no. Point number 13, which I find very unforgivable, is telling lies. I think if someone can lie to someone else, they can lie to you. So being a liar is really bad. Point number 14, there are some who like to parade themselves as arm candy. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mind a woman being smart, sexual, showing off whatever. But I'm not actually interested in an arm candy. I'm not interested in having someone who is high maintenance. I happened to get this girl who we were going on pretty well. And then, when it came to the question of marriage, she told me, like, I need one servant for me, one servant for the baby, one servant for the house. I need 100,000, dirhams every month to take care of my expenses. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking? She said, yeah, because I've maintained myself. I'm a very expensive woman. So I was like, okay, thank you very much. Goodbye. Yeah. So arm candy, no. Point number 15, foul language. That for me is a put off. If a woman has to keep using bad words, whatever the culture being, for me, that is like, please go away. Using foul language. I know some of them, even Indians, they use these bad words like teri maa ki, ben ki, this ki, that ki. Oh, come on. Please go away. And point number 16, the last one, is being too demanding. There are some of them who are like a bottomless well. No matter how much you give them, they just want more. There was one of these Filipino girlfriends that I had. No matter what I would give her, she always wanted more. Why? Because she compared the stuff that I had. She was earning peanuts, but she would always compare, why do you have something so big and expensive? I also want it. I was just glad she got away from my life, So, coming to the points that what I hate in women, so it's being fat and ugly. I can't take that. Unhygienic, yuck. Even many girls have this problem. Irritating is point number 3. Bad in bed, point number 4. No. Point number 5, going to parties, clubs, and pubs. Sorry, it's not me. Point number 6, inviting family, friends, and relatives every single day, every single week. We have work to do. Sorry. Point number 7, being noisy. Point number 8, being nosy. Point number 9, smoking, drinking, and doing drugs. Oh, I hate it. Point number 10, being a control freak. Point number 11, drama. Point number 12, nagging. Point number 13, lies. Point number 14, arm candy, wanting to show off. Pay me more money. I want to buy things. Point number 15, using foul language. And point number 16, too demanding. So, I've finally given you my entire list of what I want in a woman and what I hate in a woman. I hope this answers your question, my dear sweetheart. So you want to know what I want in a woman and hate in a woman? Here it is. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from you. This is Loy from loymachedo.com saying goodbye for now.